like Rameses.
He called him Rameses, and we call him Rameses III, but there is no relationship between both of them.
Correct.
This is the temple of Rameses III. When Rameses III became
Sit
the pharaoh,
Nacht.
huh?
Sit Nacht.
Sitnacht is the father of Rameses III.
Fine.
So Rameses III, you remember that both participated in the tomb, which
Okay, which when they
broke
into another tomb.
Yeah.
he and his father. Okay, when Rameses III ascended the throne, he wanted to fulfill his father's dream, to be a legend like Rameses II, and this is why it's another copy of Rameses II with huge building like what we can see now, and with many battles abroad. The only difference between both is that Rameses II time was very rich. Egypt was very rich, so he could do whatever he liked. In the time of Rameses III, it was not that rich, so he wanted to build, but he didn't have enough money, and this is what happened. He could not pay the workers, could not pay the artists.
Yeah.
In the 29th year, they, for the first time in history, striked. They dropped the tools and they came to his temple here and they demonstrated. That's the first demonstration or the first strike ever happened in history. In the 29th year of this Rameses III. Rameses III built his temple here, which in the Egyptian tradition started with the pylon. This is always the beginning of the temple. But Rameses III started his temple in a different way with something called the pavilion, which is a Syrian or an Asian design. This is not an Egyptian design. And he carved it or he decorated it with the Egyptian scenes like the gods, the battles and so on. And he started his temple with two of the goddesses, two statues of the goddess Sekhmet, the goddess of war, a face of a lioness, a body of a woman. And she holds the key of life in one of her hands.
Yeah, I can see.
And the other?
The same.
Same.
The goddess Sekhmet,
Same.
a head of a lioness, a body of a woman. This building, the pavilion, was very important for them because in the time of Rameses III, there was like an Olympic, like international games, okay, which went on there in this playground, which was very wide for all the games. And the royal family, like the wives, the daughters and so on, they could watch from here, the games which I'm showing you later because these games are carved on the walls of the